Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video we're going to go over a few things that I bought here recently, some stuff that I'm going to sell, and then we're going to open up some heavy packs here at the very end. I know that the past few videos have been some Japanese products. We're going to get back to some English heavy pack openings. First off, thank you all for all of your kind comments and remarks about my dad and condolences. I really appreciate that. You guys were very sensitive and how you were speaking, and I appreciate that. For those of you who tried to comment but you could not the first day, that was my fault. I didn't realize that I had comments turned off, so I did not get that turned on until like after the first 3,000 views or so, but I really appreciate all the comments that were made. So we'll just go ahead and jump right into some of the stuff that I bought. Let's see, right here we've got, I'll point it down just a little bit. So we have the Black Triangle Era Unlimited Base Set Booster Packs, and these are all graded PSA 10. I got these three along with the Unlimited ones, all in PSA 10 off of a guy. For me, I wasn't really wanting to buy these, but it gave me a pretty good deal, and I think I can pass it along to some of you guys. So as soon as I find my SD card, which I believe I lost sometime at the funeral for my dad because I was using that to hold the PowerPoints and stuff, I'll take some pictures and I'll have some more stuff up on eBay for sale. Next up, I bought a Shining Gyarados PSA 10 first edition. It is going into my personal collection, another one off of the list, and there was a note that came along with it. So here's the note. Rusty, thanks for helping me out picking up these graded packs. Oh, actually, that was the note with this one. Sorry, not with the Shining Gyarados, because he actually sold me some Vaporeons as well, this guy. And you're one of the main reasons I got back into collecting Pokemon. My 5-year-old son is completely obsessed with opening packs now, which is a true joy to watch for his love of the hobby and no thought of the financial side and how much money he can make. I think a lot of us have lost sight of the joy and are looking to make a quick buck. We do not have the means of getting him the old school Charizards and Pikachus that he loves so much. So for now, we will stick to modern packs and hope for the best. Hopefully one day I can get to experience watching him opening a vintage pack that I grew up with, but with the price of packs these days, I don't see that happening. Thank you again for all the help. This will help my family through the holidays tremendously. Keep up the amazing job. You're doing good. And good luck finding all of your Charizards. Thank you, Daniel Bernhard. So I did want to mention that Leonhardt, he's going to be recreating an old Wizards of the Coast shop, and he's going to be doing it. He's going to be selling all the packs for original, like MSRP, like $3.99. I'm talking like Jungle base or base set 2 Team Rocket. I think he has original base set blisters. He even has like theme decks and stuff like that. I'm hoping he'll let me participate in it. I reached out to him, and I think he seems a little optimistic about, or not optimistic. He seemed very open to letting me help him out a little bit in that. But you know, it's his main thing. He's putting a lot of money into this, or he's putting a lot of product that's worth a lot of money into it, and basically giving away to people. And I think it's a great thing. I think it'd be really cool. So maybe you can get in on that list. And I know he plans. It's gonna be like a pop-up shop for like a weekend. And man, it's gonna be really sweet. I'm sure all of you have heard of it because he gets 10, 20, 50 times the views that I get. But it's a really big undertaking, and I hope that everyone in the community can support him. All right, next up we have some stuff from PWCC. So again, I got these pretty much for a steal, I believe. Most of these got for $1,000 or less. These are the sample cards. These are really limited English products. They say sample on the bottom. It's an e-reader thing. It's under Wizards of the Coast. They're graded Gem Mint 10, and you can see it's got the Japanese backside. I mean, these cards are really tough to find, and anytime that I can get these through an auction block, I'm going to go for it. Maybe it's just me that likes these. I mean, I know I could probably find 15, 20 sets out there, that I've sold, or people that I know of that have sets, and they're pretty tough. That's the majority of what's out there. I got a Topps Chrome. Here's a big one. I got the Boundaries Crossed Cosmos Charizard, the lowest pop English Charizard that there is. Although my Evolutions Charizard says it's only pop 2, so I think there might be a duplicate line item going on with that. But this is a pop 5. Really tough to get in Gem Mint 10. And I paid a hefty price for it, but managed to snag it, and it's checked off the list. I have 3 to go. Got the Legendary Collection Reverse and Cosmos, and then I also have the Supreme Victors Reverse Holo that I still need to get in a 10. Some more stuff from PWCC. I didn't get that from PWCC. I got that from an auction that basically got turned into a buy now. And are these four right here. We've got the Hitmonchan first edition from base set, Magneton, Clefairy, and Mewtwo. And these were not cheap. Between these and the samples, it was about 80 grand that was spent on those, but I think it was a pretty good deal because I actually sent out some offers for quite a bit more than that, and was turned down. But now I'm out of the market for them, down to 2 cards. I have the base or the Blastoise, which should be here later this week, and then maybe the Chansey. There's another one auction now. Maybe I'll win that one. If not, it'll just be the one card that I need. Last is still supposed to be here as well, so it's actually 3. Next up, I want to mention a dealer Q&A that will be held Wednesday night at 9:30. This is going to be, I can't remember the YouTube name, but basically they're partnered with eBay. We're going to be normally this is just for sports card investors, and basically there's a guy who interviews dealers that are on eBay, and they wanted to have someone represent the collectible cards or the collectible card community, and they chose me. So I'm going to be, I believe it's 9:30 Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday night, unless they change my slot because I got added last second. And I have a few auctions that are going through for the deal, and there will also be stuff that's given away for free. And it's not just me, it's everyone who's participating in the dealer Q&A. I'll have at least 2 items to give away. These will be the items that I'll be giving away to the viewers. I'm not sure how they select it, but once they tell me who wins, I'll ship the stuff to you. But you've got a Devastation sealed theme deck and a Power Reserve theme deck. And I may have some more items that I add in there, but for now, these are the 2 items that I've added in. I kind of got bombarded with all this at the same time right after Thanksgiving, and with my father passing and my mother moving in. Well, I've had very limited time to be able to get it all set up. But there will also be items that will be sponsored if they sell, like the Skyridge booster box and a lot of other items. If they do sell, a percentage of it, I believe I'm going to do 10%, will go to the Aoki Foundation, and I will donate that directly under any of the sponsored creators that you want. I'm one of them. There's Leonhard, there's Logan Paul, Steve Aoki. There's all the big YouTubers that that are bigger than me. I'm pretty much like the lowest on that totem pole of all the content creators that are there. You just let me know if you win one of the items that are mentioned in the video, or if you buy one of them. Prices will adjust. I'm going to make sure that they're at current market value, and then I'm going to take 10% of that and I'll donate it under there. And then you'll actually be entered to win one of those posters where it has all of our signatures on it. King Pokemon, Gary, he's the one who organized it. His signature's on it. He's of course one of the guys that you can enter under it as well. And there's 39 of these limited edition posters. Now I'm going to show you guys some things that I plan to be selling. Some of it's going to make sense. A few of the cards just come in from PSA. The reason they're in this stack is because I lost my SD card, so I can't take pictures at the moment. But the Hitmonchan, Magneton, Mewtwo, and Clefairy all in PSA 9 because I have the 10s now. The 10s are going to my personal collection, and I'm pulling out the 9s. So I'm going to sell these. I'm not really sure on the price yet. I think I was just looking up the Hitmonchan 9 with my nephew Trey. He was looking into seeing how to sell stuff on eBay, and we saw that was about a $5,000 card. So we'll see how that goes. Next up, we have a Shining Gyarados, a Mint 9. Then we have a Houndoom, reverse holo from Skyridge, Mint 9. And then a few others. All these are pretty much from getting 10s. The Staff Charizard, I actually have 2 of those. I'd sent 3 off. All 3 got 10s. The first one come back weeks ago. These 2 just got back in, so I'll sell these. We've got a Dugong 8. This was, I had a 10 in that one. I didn't have the 9 for some reason. And then I got a couple Vaporeons that are 8s. And I have a couple more 9s too. I just haven't decided if I want to sell them yet because I don't have the 10. And I try not to sell my 9s until I have the 10 in place. There's an Apricorn Maker. And here's a few cards from BGS. Got a Championship Arena, pretty tough card to find, 8.5. Got a Typhlosion First Edition, 8.5. Got a not number 17, number 18, Gem at 9.5. And then we have an unlimited 8.5 on the T17. Got a Gold Star Mewtwo, Mint 9. Gold Star Charizard, Mint 9. And then we have a Latias Gold Star, Mint 9. Okay, so for those of you who've been waiting for pack openings, we're going to open up 3 packs that I believe are heavy. I'm not completely sure on the Fire Red Leaf Green, but we've got a Jungle First Edition, a Fossil First Edition, and then we have EX Fire Red Leaf Green, in which I have the weight on here. Sometimes that's a heavy, sometimes that's not. But with the packs that I had opened, I believe it's going to be heavy. So we're going to start with the fossil, then we'll do the jungle, and then we'll do the fire red leaf green, since I believe that one could potentially go either way, so it might be a little bit more exciting. Alright, so let's start with the fossil. Did anyone else see that jungle box? It only went for $19,000. That's a big drop. I mean, that's about a 10K drop on that booster box. Because they were going for right around 30 or so. I'm just wondering if it was bad timing. All right, so we have Slowpoke, Shelter, Gambler, Krabby, Kabuto, Geodude, Grimer, Tentacruel, Magmar, and Slowbro. And then for the holo, and it definitely looks like a holo. You can see that curve in it. It's a Ditto. That's not too bad. It's a pretty easy 10, but with the centering looks to be a little off. The holo looks pretty okay. I'm not really seeing a prominent print line. It does have a little bit of silvering. Usually Ditto is one of the easier 10s to get. I'm not seeing any immediately noticeable whitening on the back edges. So, you know, that one, it's got a shot at 10. I would probably still give it like a 9, just because the centering is up and a little to the right. All right, so now we'll go to the jungle. See if we get a little bit better pull than that. Hopefully it's not something like a Venomoth. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we've already had some pretty good pulls. We pulled, I know at least the Vaporeon. Put that one there. Maybe we could pull us an error of some sort. So we've got Oddish, Execute, Rhyhorn, Cubone, Nidoran, Spearow. Man, what was that? 4 for 4 on the Pikachu. Fearow, Primate, and Lickitung. So no Butterfree. For the holo, it's probably going to be the best card in the video. Oh, it's Electrode. Maybe not. That's about as low as you get. I believe I was watching Z&G's, one of his more recent videos, and this was the only PSA 10 first edition Jungle Holo that had not broke the $1,000 mark yet. So it doesn't surprise me. I'll put that one in the background, but it does look pretty good. All right, so maybe, you know, we can pull us a Fire Red Leaf Green Charizard. Although I don't think it's going to happen, because I believe I sold someone one of these packs and they said they pulled the Charizard. At the time in PSA 10 it was about a $600 card. Now I think it's like $7,000 or $8,000 or something crazy like that. But either way, we're still gonna have some fun with it. Let's see if we can tell which card. Maybe it's this one right here. I'm not really sure. I can't remember if it's the second or third card off the back. I'm gonna just set it right there. Wow, look at that artwork on that Bulbasaur. It's really nice. Look, maybe he's going to pick up one of those Capricorns or something like that. Now here's something pretty cool. We actually just pulled us an error. So this Ghastly right here, in Fire Red Leaf Green, it's supposed to be a common. However, some of them were produced with an uncommon diamond in the bottom right hand corner. Now this was not the only card that this happened to. It also happened to the Magikarp. So both Ghastly and Magikarp both have a common and an uncommon version, and this is the error. Uncommon. Wow, so we got Bulbasaur, Ghastly, and Charmander. That's really good for the first 3. Potion, there's a standard card. You got Nidoran. The reverse holo is Bill's Maintenance. And check out how good a quality they would do with those parallel holos, which are like what we call the reverse holos now. You can throw all those energy symbols in the background. Then we got Great Ball and Venomoth. So this should be at least a rare. You can't get any worse than that, but I'm hoping it's a holo and then maybe even an EX. So it was not an EX, but we got us an Executor, which isn't too bad. The centering looks really good. Holo looks well. Usually you don't get a ton of value out of these unless you pull something like an EX card. You know, it's like a really, really good EX card. But nonetheless, we still did pull us a holo and it looks nice. And I'm actually more excited about that little Ghastly that we pulled, because we actually pulled one of these on camera. And you guys, some of you may have learned a little bit of history on the EX Fire Red Leaf Green. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this opening, and hopefully I'll have some more videos out later this week. I'm still trying to catch up. I'm actually recording this like 30 minutes before I'm supposed to, this video is supposed to go live, so I don't know if it's actually going to make it by 12 o'clock today. Thanks.